Yo, what up? My name is Bellamy Underwood, and this is my official YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay updated on when I post a new video. Now, let me get ready to tell you this crazy story time so I can pull you in even more. Yo, this story time is so crazy, especially because it wasn't meant for me. One thing I hate is when something is going on and it wasn't even meant for me. And I got the story to tell y'all, so let's get started. Okay, so many moons ago, when I was about like 13 or 14, yeah, I was like freshly in high school, right? I used to have a group named Critical Damage, CD. And what CD used to do, we used to promote parties, we used to go out. It was me, the only boy, and I used to hang around a lot of girls. I was still finding myself. I was still trying to figure me out. I was still like in the field, but I was also a very popular person. A lot of people knew me because we used to dance. We used to get dressed. I used to have all the pretty girls around me, right? Outside of that, I used to have a few gay friends. I'm talking about males. And I also had a few female gay friends as well. But this story is mainly about the males. Boom. So many moons ago, it used to be gay clubs in Philly, right? They had clubs like the BC, Shampoo, and all of them type clubs, right? But me, I used to go to the BC a few times with my gay male friend and one of my lesbian friends, right? So we're going to name both of them Frick and Frick. Frick is going to be the boy, Frick is going to be the girl. So when we used to go to Frick's house a lot, she was the older like lesbian friend. We used to hang around her. She used to have a girlfriend, right? We're going to call her Tia. Frick used to go with Tia, and she used to always come over, and she used to love me and Frick. Like, she used to be like, oh my God, y'all so decent. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like, let's go out, all of that stuff. So when we used to go to the gay club, we used to be turning up, right? Now, remember, these are two separate friend groups, but they do know each other. So we got Critical Damage, and we also got the friend group of the gay people. Boom. So one time it was a big cookout coming up, right? And with this big cookout coming up, it was like a long block party, right? Meaning like it was a festival, everybody come outside. It was like in North Philly, it was on the other side of town. So we decided that we wanted to go to the festival, right? It was called Susquehanna Festival. It was me and my girlfriends from Critical Damage that was going, right? My gay group was not going. The guy that I was cool with, that we call him Frick, he actually just got sent to juvenile detention. Like, he got put away because his mom was like, he was being too bad, right? That was like my left hand man. That was my best friend. We used to do everything together. We used to fight together. We used to party together. We used to talk to guys together. Everything, right? So he just got sent away. So in the week that he got sent away, the girl Fred that used to go with the other lesbian girl, she was from around the neighborhood that we were going to the festival in, Susquehanna Festival, that was the name of it. So when we were going to Susquehanna Festival, it was me and my girlfriends from Critical Damage. So it was some of my girlfriends. It was my girlfriend Jessica, it was my girlfriend Ashley, it was my old girlfriend. It was just a bunch of them, right? It was about like 8 or 9 of us there, right? It was Jessica, Ashley, Kima, Zaira. Who else was there? I don't remember, but all of us was there, right? So we go to the festival, right? So we at the festival, we walking down the street, we turning up, we getting drinks, all of this stuff. Not alcohol because we were still young, but we was just out there turning up, right? So I run into my friend Ramir, and Ramir was like, oh my God, my cousin having a cookout, they want you to come or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'll go to the cookout. So my girlfriend Ashley and Jessica was like, no, don't leave. Like, we still at the festival, it's turning up. But for me, I'm just like, y'all, I want to go like where my people is. Like I told you, I'm still finding myself. So us going to the festival is really catered towards the girls that is there. All the men is trying to talk to them. They getting all of the attention. I'm getting friendly attention. I want to go where it's going to be like men at. You feel me? I want to turn up. I want to be with the niggas. You feel me? I want to be in the party and a place to be. So I'm like, all right, Ramir, I'm going to stay like 5 minutes and then I'm going to come down the street and meet you and we going to go. So he like, all right, just hit my phone up, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm still walking up the street. I'm turning up with my girlfriends, right? So I run into these boys, right? The boys that I run into, they are from the neighborhood, right? They are all straight boys. Remember I said that. They all are straight boys. So I run into them. I see them. I ain't paying them no mind. Also, my brother was there, right? He passed away. So we going to leave him out of this. So as we're at the cookout, we still turning up at the festival. Everything going good. So Ramir calls my phone. He like, you ready to go? I'm like, yeah. So I tell Ashley and Jessica, I'm like, all right, yo, I'm about to go meet Ramir. They like, all right, just call our phone. You should be leaving. I should have went with my intuition. Do you know Me and my girlfriend separated, right? So when we separated, I'm walking back down the block to go meet Ramir. Soon as I get to Ramir, he like, all right, we about to go to the train and we gonna go. So I'm like, all right, cool. So me and Ramir walking down the street. Why is we walking down the street? A stampede of boys come running past us fast. Like real fast. So as they running past us, I see some of the boys that be at the parties that we go into, but I also see this one boy in particular. And this one boy in particular was very popular. And what I mean by he was very popular, everybody used to know this boy. Like he was popular like me, but I think he was even more popular than me at this time. So he was handsome, he was nice looking. Like this boy, he looked it good. Like he was real nice looking. So they come running past us. So when they ran past us, me and Ramir kind of like step back a little bit. Now remind you, Ramir goes to a popular school in Philly called Dobbins. I go to a popular school called Frankfurt, but it's on the other side of town. So he goes to the school that's in North Philly. I go to the school in Frankfurt. So when they run past us, we like kind of step back. So when we step back, because we trying to see what's going on, do you know when I turn my head like that, all I know, some boy just swung at me like boom. So when he swung at me, I get hit. So I'm like, oh my God, I gotta fight. So me and the boys start fighting. Not 5 seconds into the fight, do you know all these boys just start jumping on me, y'all. So they jumping on me, I'm on the floor getting jumped. So the first thing I'm thinking is, if I go down, I gotta make sure I bring somebody down with me. So I grab the boy, and me and the boy is on the floor like tussling or whatever, and I'm getting kicked, I'm getting punched, everything is going on right now. In my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm really getting jumped. They are really getting me, they are really beating me up. Like, is this really my life like right now? Like, what is going on? So as I'm on the floor getting jumped or whatever, I remember some guys came over there and broke it up like, no, get off of them, it's too many of them. So they picked me up, right? So when they pick me up or whatever, Ramir's getting jumped or whatever, right? So I'm like, no, that's my friend. They like, no, they are here for you. They want to fight you or whatever. So when I'm getting picked up, all I remember out the corner of my eye, I see my brother that passed away across the street, acting like nothing ain't going on. You not going to help me? You just gonna let me be out here fighting all these people? Like this what we doing? I know I'm the brother that's the fighter, but damn, you ain't gonna break it up, nothing. So they throw me into people's house. So my first thing I'm thinking is, I gotta get out of these people's house. I gotta get out now, because for me being in these people's house, this could be one of their cousins show, and I gotta go out there and get my friend. So when I get back out there, Ramir's not there no more. I'm like, where the hell did he go? Like, what's going on? Remind you, when we start fighting and I was getting jumped, it was me, Ramir, and about 2 or 3 of his other friends. I didn't know them, I just knew of them or whatever. So I remember getting a call from my friend Petey, and he like, where you at? They said you got jumped or whatever. I'm like, I'm about to come meet you or whatever. So I called Jessica and Ashley, and I'm like, oh my God, yo, I got jumped. Why Ashley come standing down the street with a butcher knife, y'all? I said, girl, what are you doing? She was like, I told you don't leave. You shouldn't have left. I'm like, girl, let it go. It's okay. Like, it's like the damage is already done. I'm like, I'm about to leave. I'm about to go meet Pierre. So they like, all right, cool. I leave them. Now let's take a break on the whole story. I gotta tell you this. I got jumped because they thought that I was my friend Frick, okay? Remember my friend I told y'all in the beginning of the story? They thought I was him. Me and his name is similar. So my name's Bellamy. We're going to say his name was Barack. Bellamy and Barack. Do you see how they go together? So supposedly my friend was telling the girl, Fred, our lesbian friend, her girlfriend, that he was messing with the boy that I originally started fighting, and he was supposed to be DL. So she went back and told him because she knew him, and my friend didn't know that he knew her. You see how that worked? You got to start running your mouth. So with him running his mouth saying that, oh my God, I mess with him, I like him and all of that stuff, she went back and told that boy, and that boy thought I was him, and they jumped me at the festival, okay? Not only did they jump me at the festival, I got jumped and it wasn't even my fight. That was my whole thing. I'm like, yo, I got jumped and it wasn't even my fight. Now back to the next part, because y'all know that. Boom. So we goes ahead, and when I leave the festival, I go meet my friend Petey about probably like 20 minutes away. So when I go meet him or whatever, I'm looking at my face, I'm like, I ain't got no scars. I just had like a little scratch. It was cool. So when I go meet Petey or whatever, he at the McDonald's. We get in the McDonald's, he like, what happened? So I'm telling him what happened. He like, where Ramir? I'm like, Ramir is actually about to come. So Ramir, his friends coming to the McDonald's. Ramir got like this knot on his head. I'm like, damn, what happened to you? He was like, I got jumped or whatever. I'm like, thank you, friend. I appreciate you jumping. And he like, I don't care. Like, I'm not about to let my friend get jumped. So Petey was like, wait, if 2 + 2 = 4, how y'all two look like y'all was fighting, but they don't? They was like, oh, we ain't jump in it. Why PD immediately swing at one of them? Boom. He was like, you ain't jump in it. You let them get jumped. At the end of the day, that's your friend. So the boy like runs off or whatever. So they was being punked. So let me tell you the next part of the story. So after all of this stuff calmed down, years passed. I want to say like 4 or 5 years passed. I become cool with this other boy that I know. We gonna call him Stanley. I don't know why I'm getting these names, Stanley and Barack. This is crazy. So I become cool with this boy named Stanley, and he start messing with this boy. So when he start messing with the boy that he start messing with was cool and best friends with the boy that I was fighting. Why I get a call from my friend Stanley, he like, guess what? I'm like, what? He like, remember the boy that you was fighting at the festival? I'm like, what? He like, why he want to talk to you? I was like, talk to me like what? He like, no, I think he want to talk to you. I'm like, what? So I'm like, give him my number. So he gave him my number. He was like, yeah, I apologize. I ain't mean to fight you. That fight wasn't for you. It was for your friend. I said, at the end of the day, it happened. It is what it is. You apologize. I'm like, so what it was on your conscience? He talking about, no, you look good. I want to mess with you. What do you mean you want to mess with me? He like, yeah, I like you and I feel like I want to get to know you and stuff like that because it wasn't meant for you. Yo, when I tell you, when I talked to this boy, I ended up talking to him, right? Not only did I end up talking to this boy did not live in his truth. And what I mean by he didn't live in his truth, he just couldn't be authentically true to himself. He already was on a down low. And that was my first and last time ever dealing with a down low boy, because when you deal with a down low boy, let me tell you something. They are insecure. They don't know what they want. They still talking to females. They living for everybody else. And for me, I just wasn't in that stage in my life where I just felt like I want to deal with somebody who can't keep it 100. It's like, why would I deal with you when you can't keep it 100 and you think you still want to deal with somebody else? Like, no, like you want to deal with girls on the side. So I remember Valentine's Day was here, right? And my friend Stanley was dealing with his friend. So I went to Stanley's house and Stanley was like, his friend coming to bring me some stuff for Valentine's Day. I'm like, all right, cool. So the guy that I was fighting was supposed to come over there to see me, right? Do you know this boy had me waiting for hours? Yo, he had me waiting so long. And then when he finally pulled up, guess what he said? He said, oh, I had you waiting for hours because I was dealing with some girl and she was at my house. I start cursing him out real bad. But not only did I start cursing him out, y'all, why when he was talking, I kept smelling this whiff or something. So I'm like, what is that smell or whatever? So why he came to try to give me a hug, yo, his fingers smelled like nasty cat. Nasty cat. Yo, I was like, get away from me. Get away from me. He was like, what? I was like, were you basically like playing with that girl or whatever? He like, what you talking about? I'm like, yo, it smelled like nasty cat. Come to find out, it was true. After that, I stopped talking to that boy because I was like, you don't have no respect for me. And that's why I'm so big on dealing with people who are meant for you, because you're not about to waste my time. I'm not about to waste my time dealing with you. I'm not about to waste my time dealing with none of these people. I shouldn't have never talked to you in the first place because I was fighting you. Like, that was stupid. Like, and then I had a conversation with my friend years later about like the whole fight. He was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know that fight was because of you. I never had a conversation with that girl, but I do be seeing her comment on my stuff. And if I ever see her, I'm gonna bring that up to her. Like, that wasn't your place to go tell that boy that stuff because you got me put in it. You understand? So that just wraps up that story for today. I hope you guys like it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and you tell me which was your favorite part. And if y'all want these videos more longer, because I could talk for days, and y'all know I can. So without further ado, my name is Bellamy Underwood, and this is the Bellamy Underwood official YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
I got your attention. You tuned in like this. Check on me.